Hey Cancer, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and we're going to do your Zen Tarot guidance for the month of April 2018 or thereabouts, whenever you watch this, for those born under the sun sign of Cancer, and also Moon and Rising, and also anyone who's guided to be here. This guidance is for you. Thank you for visiting my channel. I want to invite you to find me on Instagram as well. That's going to be at Living Chronic Joy, and I will do little mini video readings there. They're very general. They're not zodiac based, but they are general, and they're posted more often than these. If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. I welcome you, and if you're returning, thank you very much for being back. Okay, so the oracle deck that I'm using for you at this time, Cancer, is a deck based on the poetry of Rumi. And the card that I pulled for you is called Beyond Death, Life. Just the artwork. Look at the light in this card. I love it so much. The artwork in this deck is just beautiful. I love it. So this is talking, let me read you the little poem that goes with this. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. So this is saying that you're on the cusp of ending something and beginning something new. And this could be literal, quitting a job and moving to a new one, ending a relationship and opening up for what's next, moving homes, finishing a project and starting the next. But this is also a possible guidance toward something internal, an aspect of yourself that is fully grown, and you're ready to do away with the old, functioning ways. Like, say you used to be very no, I don't want to say controlling in a negative way, but very methodical about the way you do things, right? Let's say that you like to take step 1, step 2, step 3 to get yourself there. And maybe that's an aspect of yourself that has left you feeling a little more contained, like less spontaneous and not as free, right? And so you're working on shedding that, right? This card comes as a signal that, it's time to welcome in the new. It's time for new ways. You're ending one thing and beginning another, okay? So let's just take all that into consideration, whether it's a specific situation in your external world or an internal aspect of yourself that you are shedding and opening up to the next level, okay? So the Zen Tarot is going to give us guidance on how to maneuver through this energy of endings and beginnings, okay? Your starting point, okay, sorry, but I have to LOL on that one. Your starting point is completion. It's ending. It's literally the same as the Oracle card. So this is definitely for some of you. This is really coming through strongly, that some of you are at the end of a phase, whether that be internal, spiritually, or physically in your world. You're at the end of a phase. And that's okay, because from here, you rely on your intuition to stay open to what comes next, okay? Sometimes things end out of our control, and they're not by our choice, and that hurts. And that's there's sorrow and there's grief. But it really is still okay, right? Because soon, like the steps on the shore, it will dissipate. It will be gone. There will be no trace of it, and you'll move on to the newer and brighter and better things. Internally and externally, it's beautiful. So internally, you see this aloneness card. This doesn't mean you're lonely. Doesn't mean you're all alone in the world, although you are in a sense, because we all are, right? But this is talking about the presence of yourself alone, the presence of you within that is there to guide you to your next step. You have everything you need at this point, Cancer, to move on, beyond the closing of one aspect and toward the opening of the next. You have everything you need. And you alone can travel that journey with success. Okay? In your external world, it's going to be really important to remain open. I love this so much. For that next step, that next, phase of your life that's coming, the next job, the next relationship, the next elevation, the next level, the next perception from which you operate, right? As you grow your soul and you raise your vibe and you start to see life differently. Your old identity, looking for the new, right? Stay open because the signs will come to you of like the step to take next, the very next step, and then the very next one after that. Stay open and receive, the guidance and the love that's there for you from the divine. Okay? Moving past and moving forward, and literally the way this spread is, this is the key to moving forward, and this is the next level to, to sort of navigate to. And this, whole reading is about moving to the next new thing, right? So I love it. I love the continuity there. Yeah, moving forward, it's going to be very important that you see the entire picture, okay? I love this card because it talks about the eagle versus like the field mouse. And down there, way down in the field, that mouse is crawling along and sees the insects around him and sees the next blade of grass to eat. And, that's his whole world. That's all he sees. Yet the eagle, and we want you at this point, Cancer, to be the eagle, sees the entire picture, sees the whole landscape, the sun rising, the sun setting, the mountains, the valleys, the rivers, the forest, everything, and sees all the things that are possible. This is where you are. This is beautiful. In order to firmly close the door of the past and move on into your future, it's very important that you stay open to what is received and then open your eyes and see all the different ways it could go. Don't stay stuck to, even if you're stuck on one outcome, like one next goal, which is very nice, a very good thing to work toward achieving, and you must reach that goal, you still can't really know exactly how you'll get there. And staying open to the different signals that the universe brings you and the different ways and the different roads that there are to get to that goal, staying open and feeling, what feels comfortable next and moving in that direction and then going, that's your best way forward. That's how your future will arrive more quickly. Okay? And then your next level of understanding as it pertains to closing one door and opening another is, I love this because we just talked about shedding old identities and becoming more of your true self. The conditioning card. This is the lion that's raised by the sheep, and he believes he's a sheep until one day he bends down in the pond to take a drink of water and sees a lion looking back at him and cannot believe that he doesn't look white and fluffy. Like, what? Like, I've seen myself as this all my life, and now so this is your opportunity, Cancer, to, close out one phase and step into your newness and shed the old perceptions and the old ways that you saw yourself, or shed those old jobs, relationships, projects, whatever it is. Internally, you're supported by, now this is a card it's called Past Lives, and it talks about patterns, life patterns. And sometimes, most of the time, I will read this as, break patterns, right? Break those old patterns. But for this, in support of this new level of awareness that we're reaching toward, I'm taking that card. What I'm getting from it is rely on your past patterns. Know that every phase that you've shifted, every ending and every beginning, all the pattern, every ending and every beginning that you've ever experienced, you've made it through, right? It's kind of scary to step into the unknown, even though something might be closing out and you're open to the new, but you still made it through. So you can trust in that, because you will continue to, gain knowledge, go into the next phase, sit with that for a while, close that out, gain the next level of knowledge. It's what we're here for, right? Is that continued growth. This is, I'm reading this, heavily on what's happening within you. But like I said, it could be happening without you as well. Could be in your external world. The overall key to this whole journey for you, Cancer, is to definitely go with the flow. This is a water card. This is you flowing downstream, not trying to fight it, not trying to swim up, and just being with what life brings you at this point. Just like the receptivity, that's another water card. Emotions. Feel your way through it. Feel your way beyond this space, beyond this ending, whatever that is for you. Okay? All right, Cancer. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so, so happy that we're all hanging out here every month or every couple weeks. I love you guys, and I will talk to you in a couple weeks. All right, bye.